Mauritius Toastmasters, good afternoon to you. What an absolute joy and a thrill and an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Folks, I heard some of your embarrassing stories during the impromptu contest. Would you like to hear some of mine? Yes. Okay. The first one happened at a little gym in Johannesburg. By a show of hands, who here goes to gym on a fairly regular basis? 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. Okay, that didn't start a Mexican wave around the room. Let's try the question this way. Who here has seen a gym on TV? Fantastic. Then we're all on the same page. If there's one thing that is arguably the same anywhere in the world, it's a gym. Because the first thing you see whenever you walk in is always the rows of treadmills and the ladies in leotards running up a sweat. One afternoon, I arrived at my gym in Johannesburg, and I want to warm up on the treadmills. But now I discovered something interesting. Out of the 20 treadmills, there's only one available. And it's right in the front, right in the middle, and all 19 of the other treadmills are filled with ladies in leotards. I'm the only guy. And there I am in my little shorts and my little vest, and I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable, but I decide, what the heck, let's give it a shot. So I get onto the treadmill, and I push it up to 4 kilometers an hour. 4 kilometers an hour is a very easy, slow walk. And I start to forget the world around me. So I push it up to 8 kilometers an hour. 8 kilometers an hour is a jog. And eventually I'm in the zone, so I push this thing up to 14.5. Now if you've ever been on a treadmill at 14.5, you'll know that at that point, you're committed. If you speak at one speaker. Hi, my name is Douglas Kruger, and today I would like to show you what happens if you don't use any contrast in your presentations, because then you will put your people to sleep. If you speed it up and slow it down a bit, it becomes, hi, my name is Douglas Kruger. Today I want to talk to you about something incredibly important. And the important thing is, when we speed things up a little bit, it creates energy, and when we slow it down a little bit, it becomes profound. So we want that backwards and forwards between fast and slow, light and dark, up and down. And maybe the most important one is loud and soft. Most speakers think that the value is in being loud. And if you do it for too long, it simply becomes annoying. Watch this. Hi, I'm Douglas Kruger, and today I want to talk to you about using volume in your presentations, because you can use volume to really reach the back of the room and thunder your message home. So, the first thing that I want to tell you about volume is this. It becomes a problem after a while, doesn't it? Now, equally problematic is doing the opposite. Today I want to tell you something. Something really important. But watch what happens when you put the two together. You can actually go for all the thundering volume and the whisper as long as you have them both. It ends up going like this. The most important thing that we can do as speakers is to vary the volume of what we say. When you do it effectively, it reaches to the back of the room. And when you do it effectively, it reaches into the heart. So, that variation between loud and soft, fast and slow, backwards and forwards, contrast. We want as much contrast in our speaking as we can possibly get. I even like to build in contrast between movement and stopping. So what I'll do is when I tell a story, I get very energetic and I start to use gestures and I paint pictures and I have hospital beds and it's all movement. And then when I talk to the audience again, I bring it right down to a calm, casual chat. And what happens then is we go from these immense emotional highs to the calm intellectual lows. And people can pay attention over long spans of time because of the variety